Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G and I'm funkin' hungry. In this video, we're going to try Twisties flavoured with Doritos Flamin' Hot Cheese Supreme. If you don't know what Twisties are, if you're in Europe or UK or, United States of America or whatever, they're a little bit similar to Cheetos. They're basically a stick, but in a twisty shape, hence the name. But they're sort of a twisty little cheese stick. So basically Australians love Twisties. You get them in the cheese flavour and you get them in a chicken flavour. So this is obviously flavoured with the Doritos Flamin' Hot Cheese Supreme. So I'm not really sure why it's doing Flamin' Hot and Cheese Supreme. But yeah, who knows. It's limited edition. Their little slogan is life's pretty straight without Twisties. It's an 80 gram packet. The Smith's Snack Food Company does like a lot of snacks and chips and stuff here in Australia. Anyway, let's bust this open and give it a taste and a rating. I'm looking forward to this one. So I like my Twisties, they're not too bad. But I like my Doritos, I like Flamin' Hot and Cheese Supreme. The only thing I find in Australia, the Flamin' Hot's not as hot as the Cheetos Flamin' Hot or the American version. Flamin' Hot in Australia isn't as spicy. It's not punch you in the face sort of spicy. It's kind of mild. Maybe it's because of the Australian bland taste buds. Sorry, Australians. But let's bust this open and give it a taste. Give it a bit of a sniff. So yeah, it definitely has a cheese smell. Definitely sort of smells like normal cheese Twisties. Maybe Doritos Cheese Supreme, obviously what it is. I'll show you the inside of the packet. Obviously they had that really sort of bright red that Flamin' Hot is known for. Looking forward to these. Hopefully they don't disappoint because I like my Flamin' Hot and the Twisties brand is a pretty good brand. Pretty popular obviously, as I said, in Australia. So hopefully these are decent. Alright, let's give them a taste. Cheers. The first thing that comes to my mind is they're pretty bland. So you know it's pretty bland when you can taste the corn is the sort of lead-in flavour. Obviously the chip or the snack is made from corn. It's like a corn snack. I think it's corn and rice. So yeah, it's a combination of corn and rice. But yeah, you definitely get that, the flavour of the actual snack or the chip itself, more so than the cheese and the Flamin' Hot, which is pretty disappointing. So you get a little bit of the cheese flavour, you get a little bit of the Flamin' Hot flavour, but quite a lot of the actual corn or the snack itself. Definitely not spicy as well. When I go Flamin' Hot, I expect it to be quite, burn my mouth where I need a drink or whatever. And these just don't do it for me. None of the Flamin' Hot in Australia has never made me go, whoa, that's spicy, I need a drink. Where the American one, after a while, your hands are covered in red dust, which they are a little bit, but it's basically a lot more intense than this. A lot more flavour. A few chips into like the Cheetos Flamin' Hot. After a few chips, you definitely get that spice in your mouth, which I like. I have to say the size and the shape of Twisties are pretty good. Some of them are a little bit thin and a little bit small, but they're quite nice shape. You do get some of these really chunky pieces, which I quite like. So the texture is nice. When you eat it, it's quite nice. Snack or chip itself has a really nice crunch and texture to it, so they really feel nice in the mouth. To me, they need like 10 times more flavour. You sort of get this cheese supreme flavour, then you get the Flamin' Hot. It kind of comes and goes really quickly, like the flash. Before you blink, it's gone. I was thinking to myself, oh, if I, have a few of these, the flavour might build, but not really. But don't get me wrong, the flavour is nice. It's definitely a nice combo, that Cheese Supreme and the Flamin' Hot. I just expect when it says Flamin' Hot to be a whole lot more spicier than this. Some people I guess that can't handle that spice, they might have this and think this is spicy. Or they might have this and think, oh, that's full of flavour. I still like the Doritos Flamin' Hot Cheese Supreme flavour. So overall, it's still a pretty solid snack. But I'm just expecting a whole lot more. Maybe that's just me. I've had Cheetos before, Cheetos Flamin' Hot, the American version, and they're pretty damn spicy. I mean, I can handle it. I like my spice, but that's the sort of spice I'm looking for with Flamin' Hot. Expectations are up here with Flamin' Hot, and I guess the Australian Flamin' Hot is, you know, down here. So I've had the Doritos Flamin' Hot. I've had the peanut version of when Doritos done their peanuts, and yeah, they're nice, but they're not up here, you know what I mean? So that being said, these are still a nice Twisties flavour. The Twisties itself are really nice. They have a really nice texture, nice crunch to them. But yeah, they need a whole lot more flavour to me. Like, I've had quite a few now, and I do have a little bit of a flavour in the back of my throat. You know, don't get me wrong. They do have a bit of a heat to them. They obviously have a bit of spiciness, but I guess my tolerance is quite high, and I expect Flamin' Hot to be really sort of, you know, burn your mouth Flamin' Hot. I mean, it's called Flamin' Hot. But that being said, my rating for Twisties Doritos Flamin' Hot Cheese Supreme, I'll be generous and give them a 6 out of 10. They're still a nice flavour. You know, I'm still going to enjoy to eat the rest of them. But I just want to find a Flamin' Hot that, you know, I have a few chips and I'm like, whoa, damn, they're Flamin' Hot. It's just the Flamin' Hot in Australia is quite bland and quite average, really. I want something quite spicy where, you know, after a few chips, I'm grabbing a drink just to wash down some of that spice. But yeah, either way, if you've had the Twisties Doritos Flamin' Hot Cheese Supreme, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed them. If you think Flamin' Hot in Australia is hot, spicy or whatever, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Do you like these? Do you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could please like, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. This was G from Phunken Hungry, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.